Hi, I'm Charlie from cookingsecretsformen.com. Well, the weather here is starting to turn into a Milwaukee spring. That means the temps are moving from the low 40s to the mid to high 40s. So, with that in mind, today we're going to make something for spring. It's a roasted beet and carrot salad. We're going to be using golden beets instead of the traditional red beets, and we're going to use whole carrots that we'll cut into nice bite-sized pieces. The skin of the beet, we don't have to peel either the beet or the carrots. The beet, the skin will just rub away after it's cooking, and the carrots, you never really have to peel them if you're roasting them in the oven. And speaking of secrets, our recipe website, Cooking Secrets for Men, has been ranked as one of the top 30 men's cooking websites on the internet. We recently just moved up from number 17 to number 16, and I'm not sure who we passed, but I know we're still ahead of Alton Brown. I'm not sure Alton really cares, but makes me feel good. And finally, a shout out. I want to give a shout out to Cocktail Tony on YouTube. As the title suggests, Tony's channel has a theme of great cocktails. He seems to have an unlimited number of different t-shirts and hats. He's a funny guy, loves to tell it like it is, and I really enjoy his channel. So please, check out Cocktail Tony on YouTube. So, let's get cooking. Alright, we're going to start with the beets first, so they take the longest. We're preheating our oven to 450 degrees. And these are golden beets, as they're called. They're yellow, not the traditional red. They're tasty, just like the red ones. They're a little bit harder to find. They're not in every grocery store. So we've already taken the tops off, all of these. We also want to cut off the bottom little part. Same thing. And we have washed these and brushed them. And what we're going to do is cut them in half. And we're going to put them in a baking dish. Alright, so we're going to do this for all of them. Cut the end off. Alright, so now we're going to sprinkle a little bit of extra virgin olive oil over. And this is the same process we use for red beets. This is salt, pepper, garlic. You can use anything you want, just plain salt and pepper. I just like the salt, pepper, garlic. So this is going to go into the oven for about 25 minutes. And while this is in the oven, we're going to prepare the carrots, and then we're going to put the carrots in for the last 25 minutes of the beets cooking. So go ahead and put these in. We'll get started on the carrots. All right, so the beets are cooking away, and I should have mentioned that we cover the beets with aluminum foil. I have aluminum foil in the pan for the carrots, but since we're not going to cover the carrots, it's just on the bottom, and that's more of a cleanup thing. So the carrots, all we're going to do is cut off the bottom and the tops. You can see the tops are a little oogie. So that's a technical cooking term. Just cut them off. A little discard pile. We'll do the same thing here. Tops off. And a little bit off the bottom. Here we go. We're going to cut the carrots into kind of bite-sized pieces on the bias. And we're going to put them in our foil-covered pan. So just at an angle. It's called on the bias. Remember, we don't have to peel these carrots because when they cook for half hour or so, the skin just kind of melts and you don't really notice it. So it's an extra step that you don't need to peel whole carrots. So all these will go in here. We'll prepare the carrots basically the same way. we're going to, this little olive oil, don't need a whole lot, and the old salt, pepper, garlic. The sweetness will come out of these, the sweetness will come out of the beets, and that's part of the beauty of the salad. Just make one little pile, and then these are ready to go in. We're going to put these in for about 25 minutes, and it'll be 25 minutes into the beets cooking. So they'll come out at the same time, around 50 minutes or so. We'll test the beets. Make sure that the beets, you can pierce the skin and you can pierce the inside with a knife very easily. It goes right through, and that's when you know they're done. So the beets are in. They are covered with aluminum foil. The carrots are in. They are not covered. They're just going to roast in the pan. We're going to make our dressing. So it's pretty simple but tasty dressing. We're going to use some lemon honey, lemon blossom honey from Aloha honey, cumin from Penzies, which we love, salt, pepper, garlic, chopped shallot, and then some lemon juice. So we're going to go a bowl, we'll squeeze our lemons in. Depending on how lemony you like it, you can just do half of one. Be a lot of beets and carrots, so I'm going to get them covered. All right, we're going to add in our minced shallot. I'm going to dribble in our Aloha honey, lemon blossom honey. Aloha honey is great. They have multiple products. This just happens to work with this lemon in this with the beets and the carrots. A little honey dripper, which I think was a band in the 60s. Got some salt, pepper, garlic. Finally, about a half teaspoon of cumin. Okay. And we'll whisk this. And once the beets come out and the carrots come out and they cool a little bit, and we mix them all together, this dressing will go on top. I did forget one ingredient for the dressing. Extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to drizzle that in as a teaspoon. Alright, that's ready to go. Alright, so we took our carrots. You can see they're nice and roasted. They'll cool a little bit quicker. So these gloves are from Grillaholics. Turn it this way so you can read it. And they have little fingers. So there's silicone little dots here, and it's when you need to use your fingers to take something hot. And this is really hot. Alright, so let's test it with a little paring knife and see. It goes in very easily. Alright, so these are done. So what we're going to do is let this cool. And once it cools, the skin will just peel off. See this a little bit there. Hard, I don't really get a whole pinch with these. So these will cool, and then we're going to cut these into wedges and then combine it, put on the dressing, and then on top of the dressing we've got some pistachios that we roasted and then we chopped. And we've got a little bit of chopped parsley. And finally, a little bit of lemon zest to really top off this dish. So as soon as they cool, we'll take the skin off the beets, mix everything together, and show you what we got. So the carrots are out, they've cooled significantly, and as you can see on the beets, this will just come right off. You don't really have to do anything. They're still a little hot, so I think I'm gonna let them cool slightly. But that's the process that we're gonna undergo, is to just, ow, hot. This will just peel right off. So we'll go ahead and peel these, and then we'll cut them into wedges and put the salad together. One other way to get the skin off is just, while they're hot, is just to use a paper napkin, and that will, as you can see, just come right off. So try to finish these while they're still warm. And red beets and yellow golden beets, they'll peel exactly the same way. So now they're all peeled, and we'll just go ahead and cut some wedges here. About that size. Okay. Here's our last one. Just cut it this wedge size. All right. Nice golden. I'm going to put those in with the carrots. So we'll just add our dressing. Okay. Here's our dressing. Give it a little swirl, and then we're just going to drizzle that in. All right. And then mix it together. The carrots. The reason I chose golden beets for this is because red beets make everything red, both inside and outside. So I think this makes a better presentation. It certainly smells good. All right. And then we'll add the final ingredients. We've got some lemon zest from the lemon juice we use. Let's put that right in. Shelled pistachios. These are toasted and chopped. Finally, a little chopped parsley. Again, we'll toss this all together. And we've got a nice serving bowl here for a buffet or for a party. You can really smell the cumin and the lemon zest. Really adds a lot here. And you can serve this a little teeny bit warm, room temperature. And we're just going to top with a little bit of parsley. So there you have it. This is our roasted beet and carrot salad. It's a great spring dish, good in the summer too. The roasted beets and the roasted carrots, the sweetness comes out, the lemon helps bring it out. It's just a really nice overall dish. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please visit Cocktail Tony on YouTube. Please visit our channel, Cooking Secrets for Men, and our companion recipe website where this will be, cookingsecretsformen.com. So until next time, thanks for watching. So with that in mind, we're going to make got the skin of the beet. Okay. And they're easy. They're tasty, just like the red ones. So they'll come out at the same time, around 50 minutes or so. We'll test the beets to make sure that they are soft and edible to the touch. Okay, 3, 2,